Come on in. This is 60 minutes of yin. It's Friday or maybe it's Saturday morning if you're coming in from New Zealand or Australia. Come on in. And if you're new here, please read in the comments. If you've been before, let me know if there's an area you would like to hit and we can weave in a certain posture. You're invited to stick around for tea and talk following the practice, so don't feel like you have to leave right after the 60, but to hold everybody in accountment with their time, I will stop at 60 minutes of practice. Hi, Helen. Hi, Lauren Cortez from Florida. From Canada, Helen. Sabine, freezing cold Toronto. Thanks for bringing in the CN Tower. Angela, Minnesota, cold. Helen, Canada, this is my first yoga session on Insight Timer. Welcome to this community. And even if you don't enjoy the practice that I offer, please don't give up. Return. There are many beautiful offerings here, and you are definitely in the right place. Jane, thank you for coming again. It's nice to see you. Kathy, thanks for coming. Yeah, so for this practice, we will begin in Shavasana in corpse pose. That's laying on the ground. Maybe you have your feet elevated. Maybe you have cushions underneath the knees, something under the head. I'm practicing on a nice, soft, flat space, carpet, yoga mat, extra blankets, fireplace. So find what it is that makes you feel comfortable in this moment. And if you can, have a belt or a strap and maybe some blocks. And all of those things are used for accessibility. You do not require them, but they can make the practice even more juicy. So thanks for coming in. And I don't see anybody asking for specific postures or asanas. So make your way into Shavasana. Close down the eyes if you can. And focus in on your third eye. Start to breathe in through your nose, out through the nose. We're going to tell the nervous system we're safe. I'm going to switch my camera. And thanks for being here. Let me know if there's any issues with the sound. But come into a nice connected place with the mat or with the bed, the floor, the practice space that you have. Closing down the eyes, breathing in through the nose. Check in with your hips and see how they feel. Feels good to maybe have one leg bent, knees up on a chair or the couch. Pillows underneath the knees. Support under the head or shoulders. There is no right or wrong way. Relax your jaw. Let the skin of your face feel soft. You can even pet it, just inviting it to soften. Take a nice deep inhale and fill up your belly. Blow it up like a balloon. And release it through the nose. Again, inhale deeply. Try to feel down into the lower part of your abdomen. And slowly release. Last time, nice deep breath. Try to fill up the entire 3-part chamber. The lower belly, the ribs, and the chest. Fill it all up now. It's normal if you have some jitteries or some shakes or some wobbles. You want to release those, rotate the wrists or ankles, any kind of electric jingle jangle feeling. Let it all out here as you sit in this posture, comfortably relaxing into your center. Maybe check in with the shoulders, picking up one side and pulling it down and back, almost like you're pinching back your wings, opening the chest and the ribs. Let the arm fall how it lays. So if the palm's down, it's fine. If it's on its side, open, out. Just let your arm fall. And do it with the opposite side. Pull that shoulder down and back. You can even use the hands to press the body even further into the floor, connecting deeply with what's supporting you. Release all worry about time. Know that I am keeping that time for you, and you will emerge back after this cycle of nervous system care. We're breathing in through the nose slowly and out through the nose slowly. Slightly tucking the chin, imagining your spine nice and long. And a reminder that we're closing down the eyes so that our experience goes into the body and we become more attuned to listening if the body sends us a message like, ooh, that's uncomfortable, or oh, that feels good, or ooh, I'm twitching and I don't even know what that means. We just slow down, turn off the visuals so that we can deepen the experience within our own body. And this is your practice. And I empower you to use props and adjustments, the hands and feet, whatever feels right for your experience to feel comfortable and stable in maintaining a posture. Yin is not about force. It is the opposite of that energy. And now, as we enter into our cycle, into our practice, I'm going to encourage you to try Ujjayi breath or ocean breath. If it's in your practice, begin now. If it's not, and you don't know what it means, it's fine. If you can whisper, it means you can control your glottis muscle, which is what you would activate. That's what you would use when you do Ujjayi breath, ocean breath. And if you would like to practice, I have a free track on my Insight Timer profile. Go ahead and listen to that in your spare time to improve your practice. We do it to connect with the vagus nerve and to create healing to the nervous system. So Ujjayi breath, arms out into T shape, if that feels comfortable for you. Bring your feet flat on the floor and keep your knees bent. Check in with your hips, move any props out of the way. And also the reminder, the invitation to move like a slow creature. You can embody that creature, imagine it now. Maybe you're a slow centipede or a sloth or a starfish. Just imagine that energy, no need to move quickly. Gently picking up your left leg, draw it across the right. Any way, whether your ankle's on your knee or your knees tight over, you find the adjustment that you like. This is variation number 1. You could already feel a bit of a stretch here, a little bit of a twist. If you can, pick up your right foot and bring it down on the left side of your mat, pushing into the floor. Lift up your hips and allow your body to roll to the right side, twisting through the mid-body, hips and knees. And if you wish, bringing a prop underneath the knee, a cushion. Maybe your knee is fully into the ground. Keep the shoulders and head anchored. And if they're not, gently put a pillow block or cushion to support them so you feel grounded in this twist. We're here for a few minutes. And thank you all for being here. This time spent on your nervous system is important. And I am grateful for the 48 of you who have come into this space and are giving yourself that medicine. Breathing in through the nose, relax the body. Notice if you're clenching in the buttocks or pushing. Relax and breathe. We're here for 2 more minutes. Allow the thoughts to slowly become less and less important as you check in with that third eye in between the eyebrows. Eyes are closed. Focus on the breathing. Breathing in gently. Let the tongue relax or tuck it behind the 2 front teeth. All releases are welcome. So if you want to express sound, sometimes a moan or a groan or a deep exhale is worthy of just letting it go. Any gas, any clickety clacks of the body, just let it all out without judgment. And slowly now, start to push into the feet, lifting up the legs, and slowly make your way back into a neutral center with your feet in alignments with your hips. Take your time. Just readjust. Keeping the arms out in T-shape, we ground energy through the chest, our shoulders, neck, and head. And gently picking up your right leg, bring it over top of the left. Lift your left foot up and place it on the right side of your mat. Push into the floor, lift up the hips, and slowly allow the body to roll to the left. There is no end to a twist, so enjoy this space, this wringing out of the internal organs. And if you're practicing Ujjayi breath, you're telling the vagus nerve that all systems are go, ready for healing, circulation, reproduction, elimination, and digestion, all the shuns. The vagus nerve helps with all of these things. And we are here for 4 minutes. case this needs to land with some of you, this is sacred time. This is a sacred space. Imagining us all practicing in a circle. We're all equal in this circle. We're all slowing down and breathing deeply. And slowly put energy into the feet, lifting up the knees. Slowly unwind your body in your own time. And come back into a neutral spine, hips in line with the shoulders. Maybe give your knees a little squeeze or rock them side to side. Just release any energy in the lower back. And locate a block or a prop or a cushion and choose a height that feels good for your body. As you sink into your elbows, shoulders, push into the feet and lift up the hips, up off the floor. Imagine you're pushing your feet into the floor, so there's no work in the buttocks area. The feet are lifting everything up for you. Bring your block and place it underneath the hips, not on the tailbone, so just above that area. When you put the weight of your hips down on your block or pillow, your knees are bent, feet flat on the floor. You'll want it to feel comfortable, supportive. If it's too high, lowering down. This is variation number 1, just releasing the lower back here into that block. If you wish, you can bring your feet together and let your knees fall out to the side in open butterfly as a second variation. Or if you wish, you can extend both feet out to the corners of your mat and allow the hips to open over that block. Relax through the chest and ribs, shoulders, base. We're here for a few minutes. Choose the variation that is calling your body. A slight inversion. Just observe yourself, observe the breath. Check in with your shoulders, pulling those shoulder blades down and back together. That's a nice soft belly. We're not tightening or constricting, just relaxing and opening. Find something you're grateful for. Anchor into that and come back to your breath. One more minute here. And if you had your feet extended out or your feet together in butterfly, slowly bring your feet back to flat on the floor, knees bent, still propped up by that support. And in this place, push into your feet, lifting up the hips. Remove that block or cushion and slowly smush your spine like Play-Doh down into the floor, slowly lowering until the weight is fully supported by the ground, and maybe rocking the legs side to side or bringing them in for a squeeze. Just release any energy in those hips. Observing any messages from the body. And if you can, locate a strap, rope, belt. Hold it in between your two hands. Gently pick up your left foot and wrap the strap around the ball of the foot. I like to wrap it then around my hands so the arms can hang heavy, shoulders anchored into the ground. It's okay if you have a pillow supporting. Make sure that it feels comfortable and stable to hold this position. Knee can stay bent, heel pointed towards the sky, and slowly draw your leg towards your chest. Gently with gravity, the weight of the arms is enough. And if you wish, you can extend your right leg out or keep it bent. We're here for a few minutes. The hamstrings are such a contributor to lower back pain. So we take a few moments to release this large muscle group. Extend to the sky, breathe, Ujjayi breath. And it's not about how close you can get your leg to your body. It is about the experience you're having on the inside of that left leg. These muscles, tendons, and ligaments, they extend from the calcaneus, the heel bone, and flow all the way down through the hips into the lower back. So you might be experiencing anywhere through that lower part of your body into your hip. Point the heel, stay engaged. Breathe. One more minute here. Gently now bend the knee even more, release the strap, and allow that foot to find the floor and the leg to extend out. Just rock it side to side, relax, and just notice if there's anything the body is saying. And slowly bend the knees, feet flat on the floor. We'll set up for the opposing side. Grab your strap, pick up that right foot, and wrap the strap around. Wrap it around the arms. Let the shoulders hang heavy. Check in with your chin, slightly tucked. Nice long spine. And if you extended your leg on one side, extend it here. We're here for only 3 minutes. Ujjayi breath, ocean breath, or bare minimum, breathing in through the nose, out through the nose, nice and slow, consciously sending your attention to your breath. Try and stay there. Maybe the leg shakes. Allow it to shake. Those little micro movements can be very helpful for the body. And slowly now bend that knee. Release the strap and allow that leg to find the floor. Maybe extend it out. Just give a moment of observation here of the legs. And gently in your own time, just roll to one side. And gently make your way up into a seated position when you're able. Maybe your legs are extended out in front of you. Maybe you're sitting up onto a block. If you always do the same thing, maybe try something different just by placing the other foot in front of the other. Close the eyes. You can have a pillow on your lap to relax the arms. Imagine that nice, long, straight spine you had on the ground. You're now extending it upwards, releasing any gas, never holding anything in. Allow it all to come out. We're going to practice a little bit of alternate nostril breath so that we can clear channels in the body for oxygen, chi, prana, life force energy to flow easier through the body. If you have it in your practice, begin it now. We're going to be here for a few minutes. If not, grab your right hand. We're going to use our little fingers and our thumb. Close the left side and breathe in and out through the right side of your nose. A few breaths. Relax your face. Use your thumb, close the right side, breathe in and out through the left side now. On your next inhale, inhale nice and deep. Close and exhale. Inhale on the right. Close and exhale. Go at your own pace. We're here for one more minute. Gently release your right hand down. Switch back into your ujjayi breath, your ocean breath, constricting the glottis so that the air flows in slower. We're going to do a forward fold posture. And so if you have lower back pain, or you know that it's best for you to keep a nice long straight spine, you might have some extra cushions or bolsters. As you extend your feet out in front of you, let the root chakra, your buttocks, find the floor. Doesn't matter if your knees are bent. Slowly you're going to draw that right ankle up above the left. You can flex your feet up if that feels better. And if you place your right hand on that knee, you might already feel enough of a stretch into that hip area. You can use a blanket under your ankle if you find it uncomfortable, just above the knee. Okay. And if this is enough, you're going to take a nice deep inhale, lift yourself up nice and tall. You can raise your arms and slowly forward fold. Again, if you have lower back pain, not allowing the spine to round, which is typical in yin, and keeping a nice long straight spine will be helpful for not increasing any pain in that area. But if you're not experiencing it, try rounding the spine. I like to use a block for my head. And if you want another variation, place your hands behind you. Slowly lower, bring your lower foot, your left ankle underneath the right. And maybe you place a block or cushion in between if this knee is very high. And if you can, this is kind of like a pigeon posture. So if you prefer pigeon, you can also choose to do there. Again, we're going to sit up nice and tall and lean ourselves forward, propping with a pillow, bolster, cushion if you wish. Or in my case, I like to have a rest for my head. We're here for a few minutes. Relax the arms, the shoulders. Breathing nice and gently, ocean breath. We've got 20 minutes left of this practice together. Thank you for being here. Thank you for making the time for your body. Last 60 seconds here. Relax the feet. Relax the ankles. And slowly, if you were forward folded, using your hands, pushing yourself up off the floor and slowly unbinding your body, bringing your legs out in front and maybe shaking them side to side and coming back into seated on your buttocks, legs extended out. We'll take the opposite side now, and bringing that left ankle just above the right knee. And again, if you're feeling a nice opening anywhere in the hips, stay here. Stability and comfort. Reach yourself nice and tall and let yourself fall forward using any props you wish. And if you'd like the second variation, hands back, lifting up that right ankle and bringing it under the left knee. Coming down, forward fold for a few minutes here. Ujjayi breath, nice and slowly in through the nose. Stay with the breath. Gaze in between the eyebrows. Notice the want or desire to fidget or move. Acknowledge yourself, honor yourself, and breathe gently. Beautiful. If you were forward folded, using your hands to walk your body back up and unbind yourself, releasing the legs out and maybe giving them a little rock. Coming onto all fours, knees under the hips, hands under the shoulders. And if the wrists don't like that 90-degree bend, maybe rolling up your blanket or mat so that you get some space. Nice cushions under the knees. Breathing gently here. We're going to do a few cat-cows just to loosen up the spine. Reaching our chin up to the sky, point our tailbone and drop the belly. Inhaling and exhaling, push into the floor through the shoulders. Tuck the tailbone, chin to chest. Inhale, opposite. Follow your own flow here, nice and slow. And gently coming down onto the elbows. If this is too much of an inversion for you, you can slowly lower your body down onto the floor to still set up as you bring your arms, your hands to each elbow and cross them underneath your body. You can use a pillow underneath the belly or hips to create some space, and slowly lower the weight of your body down onto your arms and rest your head on a pillow, block, or the ground. We're here just for a short moment, stretching and twisting through the shoulders. And again, if that is too intense from being up on the knees, elbows here, you can bring the head up onto a block. You can have cushions underneath the belly just to create space so there's not as much pressure or weight on the arms. The beautiful stretch through the back. Gently now start to push into those elbows, or any way that you can. Navigate your way back into all fours on the elbows, and switch arm position. So if you're following with me, my left hand is on top of my left hand is on top of my right elbow. And setting up for the other side, we're just slowly crossing those arms, using blocks if that feels better, and slowly bringing our weight down as close as feels comfortable. We're here for 2 minutes. Relax your arm, your hands, your face. Ujjayi breath. We're in our final moments with this breath work, so keep it going. And slowly now start to, in the ways that you can, push into those elbows, bringing your elbows out from either side and slowly lowering your right ear onto the mat and bring your arms down by your sides. Just relax here fully into the floor. If you need space for the belly or the chest, consider a bolster under the hips or under the shoulders so that you can lay in this forward fold. Breathing long into the twist of the neck here. Shoulders are down, away from the ears. Feet are relaxed, buttocks is relaxed. We're not clenching. Slowly inhaling, lifting up the head and turning sides. Bringing the left ear down now. Relax fully that weight of the head. And slowly, as you're able, roll yourself back over onto your back. Nice and gently. Maybe you have something under the knees. Maybe you grab a blanket. We have a few moments back in Shavasana before we say our final meditation. Closing the eyes down, release the breath work and go back to in. Imagine any residual energy floating down into the bed, into the earth. Connect with your long, straight spine from root chakra all the way to crown. Take a nice deep inhale and fill up your belly nice and big. And release it through the mouth with a ha, ha. Again, inhale nice and deep. Fill up that belly space. A little bit more. And release it with a ha. This time, bring your feet together, your hands together. Interlace all but index fingers. Reach your arms up overhead and inhale. Stretch your body as long as you can. And exhale, release the body into the floor. Gently bend your knees and roll to the right side. Slowly make your way up into a seated position for our final salutation. Change our camera back to a center view. Eyes are closed. Imagining a nice, long, tall, straight spine. Our arms resting on our thighs on a pillow. If you would like a mudra, I drew a mudra from a deck. Bring your hands together, spread your fingers as wide as they can, and push into your fingertips, push into the connections around your palm, spreading the fingers. So there's a bit of force there. This is for vitality. Imagining yourself as an old and aged, beautiful human being, still full of curiosity, energy, vitality. Push into your hands. And it's okay if they're resting as well. Relax your face. There's no effort coming from that headspace. Now we're going to chant Om together 3 times. Each breath is a separate Om. So we're going to inhale to begin. Inhale. Last time, inhale. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace be with you. Peace be in your surroundings. You can gently bow your head and lightly open your eyes. Rub your hands. Wake up the energy. That is the completion of this 60 minutes. So thank you very much, from the light in me to the light in all of you, for being here and for participating in this practice. Grab your tea for tea and talk.